Based on the provided data for Bitcoin, a bullish investment strategy is recommended. Price history shows an overall upward trend, with recent highs exceeding previous peaks. The forecast price also suggests continued upward momentum over the next week, reaching levels above the current market price. Therefore, a long-term investment strategy is suggested, aiming to capitalize on the long-term bullish trend. The entry price should be around $68,000, allowing for a small pullback before entering the market. The stop loss should be set at $66,000, protecting against significant downside movements. The target price should be $71,500, aligning with the forecast price and aiming for a substantial profit margin. This strategy leverages the positive price momentum and aims for long-term capital appreciation in Bitcoin. Given the price trends and forecast for Ethereum, a medium-term investment strategy appears promising. The historical prices demonstrate a consistent upward trajectory, with the current price hovering near its forecast and close to the support price of $2,630.96. The resistance price of $3,482.51 suggests potential for further upward movement. Therefore, I recommend a long position in Ethereum. A suitable entry price would be $2,640, aligning with the current price in the forecast. The stop loss should be set at $2,600 to mitigate potential downside risk. Target price could be set at $2,800, taking into account the forecast and the potential for sustained upward momentum. This strategy allows for capitalizing on the anticipated price increase while managing risk effectively in the medium term. Based on the provided Solana price history, forecast, support, and resistance levels, a short-term bullish investment strategy appears suitable. The historical price data demonstrates a clear upward trend, with the recent price hovering near its support level. The forecast further strengthens this bullish outlook, predicting continued price growth over the next week. This suggests a potential for capitalizing on the upward momentum. Therefore, an investment strategy focusing on a long position in Solana is recommended. The entry price should be around $157.50, slightly above the current support level, allowing for some room for price fluctuation before entering the position. A stop loss order should be placed at $155.00 to mitigate potential losses if the price reverses unexpectedly. The target price could be set at $165.00, aiming to capture a significant portion of the projected price increase. This strategy allows for a relatively short-term investment horizon, capitalizing on the anticipated price surge while managing risk effectively. Given the current price trends and forecast for Ripple, a medium-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical prices demonstrate a fluctuating but generally upward trend, with the recent price hovering near the support level of $0.5246. The forecast indicates a potential rise towards $0.55, suggesting a bullish outlook in the coming weeks. Therefore, a long position is recommended to capitalize on this anticipated price increase. An entry price of $0.535, slightly above the current price and below the immediate resistance, would be a good starting point. The stop loss should be set at $0.525 to limit potential losses if the price drops below the support level. The target price should be set at $0.55, aligning with the forecast and allowing for a reasonable profit margin. This strategy balances risk and reward, aiming to benefit from the predicted upward momentum of Ripple, while mitigating potential downsides. Based on the historical price data and the provided forecast for Cardano, a short-term bullish strategy appears to be the most suitable. The historical prices demonstrate a general upward trend, with recent fluctuations around the $0.35 mark. The forecast suggests a continuation of this upward movement, with prices potentially reaching $0.368 within the next week. Considering these factors, a long position would be advisable to capitalize on the anticipated price increase. To implement this strategy, an entry price of $0.351 could be considered, aligning with the current price and providing a small margin for potential dips. A stop-loss order could be placed at $0.3427, the support price, to minimize potential losses if the price unexpectedly drops. The target price could be set at $0.365, conservative target that allows for profit taking before reaching the resistance level. This strategy allows for a relatively quick turnaround, taking advantage of the short-term bullish momentum, while mitigating risk through a well-defined stop-loss. Given the provided price history, forecast, support, and resistance levels for SU, a medium-term investment strategy appears to be the most promising. The historical price data suggests a general upward trend, with recent fluctuations around the $2.00, $2.15 range. Forecast indicates continued upward momentum, with prices potentially reaching $2.30 or higher in the coming weeks. This aligns with the resistance level of $2.3287, suggesting a potential ceiling for the short term. Therefore, a long position is recommended for this medium-term strategy. A suitable entry price would be around $2.09, close to the recent price action and below the resistance level. The stop loss should be placed at $2.0234, the support price, to limit potential downside risk. The target price could be set at $2.30, aligning with the forecast and offering a healthy profit margin. This strategy allows for capitalizing on the anticipated upward movement of SU, while managing risk effectively. Given the price trends and forecast for Filecoin, a medium-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical prices demonstrate an upward trend, but the recent 2-week period shows some consolidation. The forecast predicts continued growth, reaching prices above the current resistance level. This suggests a bullish outlook for Filecoin in the medium term. Therefore, an investment strategy for Filecoin would involve a long position. A suitable entry price would be around $3.80, slightly above the current price and the support level, allowing for some room for price consolidation. The stop loss should be set at $3.75 to protect against any unexpected price decline. The target price could be set at $4.10, aiming to capture a significant portion of the projected price increase. This strategy balances risk and reward, allowing for potential profits while mitigating potential losses. Based on the provided information for ThetaNetwork, a medium-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical price data reveals a fluctuating trend with periods of both growth and decline. The forecast price suggests a continued upward trajectory, reaching $1.39 within the next week. This positive outlook, coupled with the support price at $1.34, indicates a favorable environment for a long position. Therefore, an investment strategy for ThetaNetwork would involve entering a long position at the current market price, around $1.3, with a stop loss set at $1.28 to minimize potential losses. The target price should be set at $1.39, aiming to capitalize on the forecasted price increase. This strategy allows for a medium-term investment horizon, allowing time for the price to appreciate while mitigating risk through a well-defined stop loss. Given the price trends and forecast for Dogwifhat, a medium-term investment strategy appears to be the most suitable approach. The historical prices show a general upward trend, but with some recent fluctuations. The forecast indicates continued growth, with prices potentially reaching $2.95 in the coming week. The support price of $2.412 provides a safety net, while the resistance at $3.3925 suggests there is still room for upward movement. Therefore, a long position is recommended for Dogwifhat. An entry price around $2.67 could be considered, aligning with the current price and recent fluctuations. The stop loss should be set slightly below the support price at $2.45 to protect against unexpected downward movements. The target price could be set at $2.90, allowing for a reasonable profit margin while capturing potential upside momentum. This medium-term approach allows for potential gains while managing risk effectively. Based on the provided price information for Stellar, a medium-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical price data shows a recent upward trend, with the price hovering around the support level of $0.0961. The forecast suggests continued upward momentum, with prices potentially reaching as high as $0.0993 in the coming week. This indicates a bullish outlook for Stellar in the short to medium term. Therefore, an investment strategy focusing on a long position is recommended. A suitable entry price would be around $0.0965, allowing you to enter the market near the support level while benefiting from potential price appreciation. A stop-loss order should be placed at $0.0958 to protect against sudden price drops. The target price could be set at $0.0985, aiming to capture a significant portion of the anticipated price increase. This strategy allows for a balanced approach, capitalizing on the bullish outlook while mitigating potential risks. Given the provided price history and forecast for Starknet, a medium-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical price data shows a general upward trend, with recent fluctuations suggesting consolidation. Forecast indicates continued upward momentum, with prices projected to reach $0.46 within the next week. This suggests a potential for capital appreciation over a medium-term horizon. Therefore, an investment strategy for Starknet would involve a long position. A suitable entry price would be around $0.415, allowing for a small margin of safety below the current price. The stop loss should be set at $0.3973, the support price, to minimize potential losses. The target price could be set at $0.46, aligning with the highest projected price in the forecast. This strategy aims to capitalize on the anticipated price increase while managing risk through a well-defined stop loss. The medium-term perspective allows for capturing potential gains while navigating the natural fluctuations inherent in the cryptocurrency market. Based on the provided price information for Pendle, a medium-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical price data reveals an upward trend, with the price hovering around the support level of $4.938. The forecast indicates continued growth, projecting prices to reach $5.63 within the next week. This suggests that Pendle is poised for further gains in the short to medium term. Therefore, an aggressive investment strategy would involve entering a long position at the current market price, which is slightly above the support level. A stop-loss order should be placed at $4.90 to protect against unexpected price drops. The target price should be set at $5.50, aiming to capitalize on the forecasted price increase. This strategy allows for potential profit while managing risk through a defined stop-loss level. Based on the provided information for Render, a short-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The recent price history shows a fluctuating trend, but the forecast indicates a slight upward movement over the next week. While the support price at $5.261 provides a potential floor, the resistance at $5.608 suggests the upward momentum might be limited. Therefore, a long position could be considered, aiming to capitalize on the projected price increase. An entry price around $5.38, close to the current price and above the support level, would be prudent. A stop-loss order at $5.26, slightly below the support price, would help mitigate potential losses. A target price of $5.55, aligned with the forecast high, would allow for a reasonable profit within the short-term time frame. The VeChain price data suggests a bullish outlook in the short term. The recent price history shows a gradual upward trend, with the price hovering around the support level of $0.02334. The forecast predicts a continued upward movement, with prices potentially reaching $0.0248 within the next week. This positive price action, coupled with a relatively low entry point, makes a long position a potentially attractive investment strategy. considering the provided information. An aggressive short-term investment strategy for VeChain would involve entering a long position at $0.0233, the support level. A stop loss could be placed at $0.0228 to minimize potential downside risk. The target price would be set at $0.0248, aligning with the highest forecast price. This strategy aims to capitalize on the anticipated price increase towards the resistance level of $0.0255. Based on the provided price information for Binancecoin, an aggressive investment strategy would focus on a long-term approach. The historical prices demonstrate a consistent upward trend, with the current price hovering near the forecast and approaching the support level of $599.8. The resistance level at $711.2 indicates potential for further upward movement. Given this positive outlook, a long position is advisable to capitalize on the anticipated price increase towards a resistance level. For this strategy, an entry price of $600 would be suitable, allowing you to buy in near the current price and benefit from potential growth. A stop loss should be set at $598 to protect against unexpected price drops. Target price should be set at $615, aiming to capture a reasonable profit margin before reaching the resistance level. This long-term strategy leverages the positive price trends and forecast for Binancecoin, seeking to capitalize on its potential for sustained growth. Based on the provided historical price data and the forecast for Conflux, a short-term bearish strategy appears to be the most suitable. Price history shows a recent downward trend, and the forecast predicts continued declines. The support price of $0.15558 indicates a potential floor for the price, while the resistance at $0.1712 suggests limited upside potential. Therefore, an investment strategy involving a short position is recommended. An aggressive entry price could be $0.168, aligning with the recent price action. The stop loss should be set slightly above the entry price at $0.171 to limit potential losses if the price unexpectedly rallies. The target price should be set at $0.156, aiming to capture a portion of the anticipated decline towards the support level. This strategy capitalizes on the bearish momentum and potential for a short-term price drop in Conflux. Current price trend for Worldcoin suggests a bullish outlook. The 2-week price change shows a consistent upward trajectory, with the price hovering near its recent high. The forecast indicates further upward movement, with prices potentially reaching $2.73 in the coming week. This positive price action, coupled with a support price of $1.948, suggests a strong foundation for continued growth. Considering these factors, a long-term investment strategy appears to be the most suitable approach. Based on this analysis, an entry price of $2.35 would be a good starting point, allowing you to buy in at a price slightly below the current market value. The stop loss should be set at $2.25 to limit potential losses in case the price reverses. The target price could be set at $2.70, aligning with the highest forecast price and providing a healthy profit margin. This strategy capitalizes on the bullish momentum of Worldcoin, while managing risk through a well-defined stop loss. Given the price trends and forecast for Avalanche, a medium-term investment strategy appears suitable. The historical prices demonstrate a general upward trend, with recent consolidation around the $28 price level. The forecast predicts continued stability and potential for modest growth, reaching around $29 in the coming weeks. This suggests a sideways to slightly bullish outlook for Avalanche in the medium term. Therefore, a long position is recommended. An entry price of $27.80 allows for a buffer below the current price, while still capturing potential upside. The stop loss should be set at $27.28, aligning with the support price and minimizing risk. The target price could be set at $29.50, aiming for a moderate gain based on the forecast. This strategy aims to capitalize on the anticipated stability and modest growth of Avalanche over the next few weeks, offering a balanced approach to risk and reward in the medium term. Based on the provided data for Jupiter, a medium-term investment strategy appears to be the most suitable approach. The historical price data shows a consistent upward trend, with recent price fluctuations suggesting potential consolidation. Forecast price indicates continued upward momentum, with prices projected to reach around $1.03 in the coming weeks. This suggests that Jupiter may be poised for further growth in the medium term. Considering this outlook, a long position is recommended for Jupiter. An optimal entry price would be around $0.913, aligning with the current price and allowing for potential upside as the forecast suggests. A stop loss could be placed at $0.8889, the support price, to minimize potential losses. The target price should be set at $1.03, aligning with the highest projected price in the forecast. This strategy capitalizes on the anticipated upward movement, while managing risk through a well-defined stop loss. Based on the provided EOS data, a short to medium-term investment strategy appears promising. The historical prices demonstrate an upward trend, with the recent price hovering around $0.49. The forecast predicts further price increases, reaching $0.52 within the next week. This suggests a bullish outlook, making a long position the most suitable strategy. To implement this strategy, consider an entry price at $0.49, aligning with the current market price. Set a stop-loss order at $0.478 to mitigate potential downside risks. A target price of $0.52, slightly above the highest forecasted price, allows for capturing potential profits while leaving room for further price appreciation. This approach capitalizes on the anticipated upward momentum while managing risk effectively. Given the provided price history and forecast for TRON, a cautious investment strategy would focus on a short-term approach. The historical prices show a slight downward trend, with the current price hovering near the support level of $0.1535. The forecast indicates a further decline in the coming week, suggesting a bearish outlook. While there is some potential for a short-term rebound, the overall trend suggests a downward movement. Therefore, a short position on TRON is recommended. An entry price of $0.159 could be considered, aligning with the current price and the potential for a slight pullback before the anticipated decline. A stop loss should be placed at $0.16 to limit potential losses if the price unexpectedly rises. The target price should be set at $0.1535, aiming to capture the potential downside movement towards the support level. This strategy prioritizes risk management and aims to capitalize on the anticipated short-term price decline in TRON. Based on the provided information for STRK, a medium-term investment strategy appears to be the most prudent approach. The historical price data reveals a generally upward trend, although with some fluctuations. The forecast suggests continued growth, albeit at a slightly slower pace. The support price of $0.4401 provides a solid foundation for potential buying opportunities, while the resistance price of $0.4604 presents a target for profit taking. Therefore, a long position in STRK is recommended for a medium-term investment horizon. An ideal entry price would be around $0.455, just above the support level, allowing for a margin of safety. A stop-loss order should be placed at $0.435 to limit potential losses in case of a sudden price reversal. The target price could be set at $0.465, aiming to capture a significant portion of the anticipated upward movement. This strategy balances risk and reward, capitalizing on the bullish outlook while mitigating potential downside. Given the price trends and forecast for ShibaInu, a medium-term investment strategy appears to be the most suitable approach. The historical prices indicate a recent period of consolidation, with some upward movement. The forecast suggests continued upward momentum, with prices potentially reaching $0.0000194 within the next week. The support price at $0.0000182 provides a safety net, while the resistance at $0.0000190 indicates a potential ceiling for the short term. Therefore, a long position is advisable for a medium-term investment strategy. An entry price of $0.0000185, slightly above the current price and below the resistance level, offers a good entry point. The stop loss should be set at $0.0000182, aligning with the support price, to minimize potential losses. The target price could be set at $0.0000190, aiming to capture the potential upside movement towards the resistance level. This strategy allows for a balanced approach, capitalizing on the potential for growth while managing risk effectively. Given the price trends and forecast for Dogecoin, a moderately aggressive investment strategy would focus on a short-term approach to take advantage of the anticipated upward momentum. The historical prices show a consistent upward trajectory, with the current price hovering near the support level of $0.12795. The forecast suggests Dogecoin could rise from its current level to approximately $0.158 over the next week, while the resistance sits at $0.14465. This indicates a bullish outlook in the short term, making a long position the most suitable strategy to capitalize on the potential for a price increase towards the resistance level. For this strategy, an entry price of $0.135 would be ideal, allowing you to buy in before the price potentially reaches its resistance. The stop loss should be set at $0.128 to protect against any unexpected price reversals. The target price should be set at $0.155, slightly below the forecasted highest price, allowing you to take profits before the market potentially faces resistance at $0.14465. This approach balances risk and reward, aiming to capitalize on the anticipated upward movement while mitigating potential losses. First, based on the provided price history and forecast for HookedProtocol, a medium-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical prices show an upward trend, but the recent price movements have been somewhat volatile. The forecast suggests a continued upward trajectory, with prices expected to reach around $0.549 in the coming week. This indicates a potential for growth in the medium term. Therefore, a long position on HookedProtocol is recommended. An ideal entry price would be around $0.450, allowing for some room for price fluctuation before entering the trade. A stop-loss order should be placed at $0.4393, the support price, to minimize potential losses. The target price could be set at $0.549, aligning with the highest forecasted price, aiming to capitalize on the anticipated upward movement. This strategy allows for a balance between risk and reward, taking advantage of the projected price increase while mitigating potential downside. Given the provided price history and forecast for Aevo, a medium-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical price data shows a generally upward trend, with recent fluctuations suggesting consolidation. Forecast indicates continued upward movement, reaching a peak around $0.411 within the next week. This suggests a bullish outlook for Aevo in the coming weeks. Therefore, an investment strategy focused on a long position is recommended. A suitable entry price would be around $0.363, slightly below the current price, allowing for a margin of safety. The stop loss should be set at $0.3454, the identified support price, to minimize potential losses. The target price could be set at $0.411, aligning with the forecast peak. This strategy aims to capitalize on the anticipated price increase while managing risk effectively. First, analyze the historical price and forecast of Notcoin. The 2-week price change shows a fluctuating trend, with the price hovering around the $0.0080 level. The forecast indicates a slight upward movement, suggesting a potential for growth in the coming week. Considering this, a long position seems more suitable. Based on the provided information, an optimal investment strategy for Notcoin would involve entering a long position at the current price of approximately $0.00819. The stop loss should be set at $0.0078, just below the support price, to minimize potential losses. The target price could be set at $0.00864, aligning with the resistance price, aiming to capitalize on the potential upward movement. This strategy takes advantage of the forecast price increase while managing risk through a well-defined stop-loss order. Given the price trends and forecast for Suncoin, a medium-term investment strategy appears suitable. The historical prices show a recent consolidation period with some upward momentum. The current price is close to the support level of $0.01828, suggesting a potential base for a future upward move. Forecast indicates a slight decline in the short term, but a gradual recovery in the following weeks, aligning with the medium-term bullish outlook. Therefore, a long position is recommended for Suncoin. The entry price should be set at $0.0185, slightly above the current price and the support level, allowing for a buffer against immediate price fluctuations. The stop loss should be placed at $0.01828, protecting against a significant drop below the support level. The target price can be set at $0.02005, the resistance level, aiming to capture a potential price increase. This strategy balances risk and reward, capitalizing on the medium-term bullish potential of Suncoin while mitigating potential losses. Pepecoin shows a recent price increase with a positive forecast. While the price is currently near its support level, the forecast suggests a potential upward movement towards the resistance level. Based on this information, a long position seems suitable to capitalize on the potential price increase. A conservative investment strategy would involve an entry price around $0.0000980, aligning with the current price. The stop loss should be set slightly below the support price at $0.0000720 to minimize potential losses. The target price could be set at $0.0001250, which is near the resistance level, allowing for a reasonable profit margin. This strategy adopts a medium-term perspective, aiming to benefit from the projected price growth over the next few weeks.